Israeli officials say they struck dozens of Hamas targets in response to attacks on its troops in southern Gaza. This comes as members of the Trump administration head to Israel to discuss phase 2 of the ceasefire. Fox's Trey Yingst has more from Tel Aviv.
The Israeli military is reaffirming the ceasefire in Gaza after launching a wave of airstrikes on Sunday. The IDF says the strikes were in retaliation for an attack that killed 2 of its soldiers operating in Rafah. Hamas says it has no communication with fighters in that area and accused Israel of violating the agreement.
Terrorists fired an anti-tank missile and gunfire towards our troops operating in the area of Rafah. The IDF began striking in the area to eliminate the threat.
The attacks marked the most serious escalation since the U.S. brokered ceasefire took effect, though President Trump says the deal still stands.
We want to make sure that it's going to be very peaceful with Hamas, and we think maybe the leadership isn't involved in that, some rebels within.
Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, along with the president's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, returned to Israel Monday to advance phase 2 of the president's peace plan. But the next stage of the deal will likely prove more difficult to implement: the disarming of Hamas and the creation of a new governing authority in the Gaza Strip.
Troops from Turkey, Indonesia, other countries, they will get organized, go in, and then begin to train a pro-Palestinian force to govern Gaza. It's going to be tense moments until that happens.
Israel has also demanded Hamas return the bodies of all deceased hostages before moving on to phase 2. And officials say the crossing between Gaza and Egypt will stay closed until that happens. Under the new proposal, Israel would have the option to resume fighting after a 60-day pause or extend the ceasefire. In Tel Aviv, Trey Yingst, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
California energy regulators say the state hasn't issued a single flex alert since 2022, marking a quiet shift after years of rolling blackouts in the summer. The California Independent System Operator issues flex alerts when energy use pushes the grid to its limit. Between 2020 and 2022, Cal ISO issued nearly 30 flex alerts. Since 2022, the state hasn't issued any. Energy regulators say the state fixed the issue by increasing statewide battery storage by more than 3,000% since 2020.